Hey everybody, Kevin here from Invisible Insights, and here's a little something for your performance edge. Now, I think there's a lot of things that productivity people talk about all the time, and they from lists, checklists to blocking time to a number of things, all of them very effective. The one thing that I have found to be the most effective has been stacking days and weeks and months on what I would call wrap-ups and setups. And when we talk about wrapping up and setting up, it's really about how you end a specific day. It's like if you are looking at the end of a specific day, you can take the last half hour of the day to really journal through what happened that day, to really think through, all the good things and actually act on those good things. In other words, if people did good things that you're leading, that you send a text or, an email or maybe write a note, whatever that would be, just to reinforce that good stuff. But typically, if you spend enough time at the end of a day, wrapping up the day, there's going to be things that you realize need to be set up for tomorrow. So the wrap up setup. So when you set up the next day, you're not just winging it when you come in the morning the next day. You have an actual plan for the day before the day even starts, which does two things for you. It allows you to go home at night and just kind of be chill and just be at home. And the other one is just going to be, hey, I'm confident that tomorrow I know exactly where I'm going, what I'm attacking, who I'm talking to, what needs to get done, what the priorities are. All those nice things are already waiting for you. Now, here's the cool part. When you can do that every day, if you can go through a week and you can stack those days, you're going to find at the end of the week when you do a wrap up and setup for week end to week start, you're going to have a way better weekend. Now, I might have talked about this in the past, maybe not this depth, but it is important that now as I wrap the week up, I am sending those texts, those thank yous. I am appreciating people via email. I am calling a few folks and just, hey, maybe giving out some high fives, whatever that is. But at the same time, I'm really collecting all of the bits and pieces of the week that tends to fall through the cracks and really set it up really well going into the beginning of next week. There you go. Now you got your weekend. You don't have the Sunday scaries because Sunday comes along. You don't feel like you have to turn your brain on because you already know it's already locked and loaded and set up and ready to go. You just got to show up on Monday, dig into whatever the setup is for that particular Monday. And it would be a Monday setup, but yeah, it's also for the week. And then you're looking at, okay, you're doing a distribution of effort here throughout the week. You're looking at your Monday and now you're planning out. You're going into your Monday, you're attacking that Monday, and then guess what? You wrap up and set up. Now here's the cool part. When you can do weeks of that and there's little going through the cracks, there's a lot of really good space between years because you're not trying to hold on and remember to a bunch of stuff that you're just trying to figure out where to squeeze it in. And what's interesting is your yeses get a lot easier, your nos get a lot easier because you know exactly what's going on. You're not trying to pull anything out of the air. So when that happens and you do a month that way, now I've stacked 4 weeks. I'm now in putting the first month, the baseline month in play. And I will guarantee you this, if you can put 2 months together, you will never, ever, ever go back. You will be so dialed in. You will get the attention of everyone you lead in a very positive way. And think about the impact of just all the little things that we had just shared and how just catching people doing things right consistently, being able to be appreciative via email, following up. Isn't that funny? Following up, checking in. All these kinds of things, the level in which you will pay attention to the work goes way up, and it really isn't all that hard. The reason it does get hard is because we build it up and we're not setting it up. We're just kind of letting it all just kind of pile somewhere in the back of our subconscious, and then we get into this state of anxiety over it, and it's not worth it. So this is just a productivity tool. It's one of many. It really works. I can honestly tell you I've coached many individuals who have used this and continue to use this. Do they all bat 1,000? No. And guess what? Stacking is something you track. So yes, you wrap and you wrap up and set up, and then you stack and track. Okay, that's it. So stack and track means this. It just means that, hey, I'm going to stack a day. I'm going to stack another day. Oh man, I missed Wednesday. Guess what? The stack starts all over again. If you say, hey, I've stacked 10 days, woo, that's 2 weeks. Yeah. You stack 2 weeks. All right, 10 days. Can you stack 3 weeks? You know, all you're doing is just your little version of just a scorecard for you in terms of, am I staying on top of this? Because I'll guarantee you, if I had to put a smiley face, a straight face, and a sad face on the top right-hand corner at the end of every week, I will guarantee you if you're stacking, it's all a smiley face. So with that said, the bald guy smiling, I'm encouraging you to try this. I really think it's something that you should dig into and commit to for a month. And then, hey, you check the score. I will guarantee you're going to have better weekends, better evenings. Your game and impact and organization is going to go way up. Nothing's going to slip through the cracks, and you're going to do some serious damage. It's a huge invisible. And like I always say, when you see the invisible, you become unstoppable. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.